against me. I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences.
And the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Fields and the Bears now with a first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people win games for you.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Bears at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Fields. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession.
Cordero Patterson, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A play fake, now Fields to throw. His pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after the strong run we just saw. They're able to corral him quickly defensively. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they try the right side here. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Fields.
And he's got his his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. One play action. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And firing a deep ball for Komet. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the tight end goes in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now Gordon on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Taken down at the 42.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. To throw is Fields. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big
touchdown Bears. Darnell Mooney, 31 yards. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Steps away. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
2nd and 6. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Ritter will throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Fields. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. All eyes on Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, Fields. And that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie, before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our